offered Anthony Joshua the $50 million. I believe it was a couple weeks ago or last week. Deontay Wilder, offered you know Joshua $50 million, and Joshua said if he can come up with the $50 million, they can make the fight. So now, Wilder said that they're going to get the money, and they want a commitment from Eddie Hearn and Anthony Joshua on the dotted line. Now, I mean, it looks like the fight can possibly happen. Deontay Wilder, he's the one that's looking real good in this situation because he said he can come up with the money. He said he's going to get the money, uh, and I believe that, and give him the benefit of the doubt that the money will come of will come to fruition because Al Heyman is his manager, and Al Heyman has been involved in big fights at the big fights with Floyd Mayweather, and they have always got the finances right. I never heard anything about the finances being wrong. So now the ball is in Anthony Joshua's hand corner, and I heard Eddie Hearn speak the other day, and he said that he don't want to sign anything on the dotted line until he see where the finances is coming from exactly and where the venue is going to be. Now he says they have no problem. Well, he said a couple things, kind of contradict a little bit, but he said they have no problem fighting in America. But Anthony Joshua has sponsors he's been beholden to, so they will they would like to have a fight in the UK. So he was kind of wavering a little bit on that. But it shouldn't matter what the fight is at if Joshua gonna get a guaranteed $50 million. If he gonna get a guaranteed $50 million, the fight should be in Vegas. I truly believe that if Wilder can come up with the $50 million, I mean they treating Wilder like he the A side now. I know a lot of people said that Joshua was the A side, but you know Wilder is acting like he the A side. So Wilder should, if he gonna come up with the money, get him and give you the $50 million that he promised that he can come up with, he should better pick the venue. I don't believe that one side or the other should get everything that they want. I believe that it have to be compromised. These two are great, two really good champions. Uh, One fight away from both of the guys stopping everybody they fought. One is unified champion. One is a WBC champion. So they both got multiple title defenses. So this should be, to me, it should be down the middle. Now, if he gonna come up with the money, Anthony Joshua, you have to let that man fight in America, fight in Vegas. I mean, okay, you may not want him to fight in Alabama. I don't believe the fight would be in Alabama. It would have to be like at a casino or something. So it would have to be at the MGM or something like that. For more money to be generated. So, hey, Wilder put the offer out there. I'm hoping Joshua kind of take control of his career a little bit. Like if Joshua wants to fight now, it's his time right now to take control of a little bit more of his career and say, hey, yeah, Eddie Hearn, you may have these plans, this plan for me, but I want this fight now. Because I believe if the fight don't happen after this, Joshua just don't want the fight. It has nothing to do with Eddie Hearn at that point. Because Joshua can go to Eddie. He don't need, if they gonna offer that man $50 million, he don't need, what do he need Eddie Hearn for? He don't need Eddie Hearn for nothing. Because the money is already guaranteed. The money is already guaranteed. $50 to step in the ring. Not counting what you're gonna get on the back end. So, and I'm pretty sure Eddie Hearn is a businessman. He understands that if he ruffled the feathers of Joshua and say, Joshua, no, you can't have this fight, Joshua can be like, hey, I don't need you for this fight. I can go fight this fight on my own. Now, we can come together after this fight if you want to, but I can fight this fight on my own. The money is already there. And all Eddie Hearn gonna do is say, okay, you want the fight, let's go. So, if the fight doesn't happen, the onus is on Anthony Joshua, not on Eddie Hearn. Eddie Hearn is a great hype man. You know what? Eddie Hearn is good to be your promoter, man, because he out there promoting the heck out of Danny Jacobs. I ain't never seen Danny Jacobs get this much promotion, even with Al Heyman. One thing I seen about Al Heyman, the only one that they really promoted, well, you really don't have to promote because he self-promote, is Floyd Mayweather. Floyd Mayweather, they promote the heck out of Floyd Mayweather. But for Wilder to be the heavyweight champion this long, well, for 3-4 years now, and people barely even know him in America. He's about as well known as America as Anthony Joshua within the hardcore fans, because it's so many videos circulating out there about Anthony Joshua and Wilder that I'm pretty sure people have went back and now looking at Anthony Joshua fights. So Anthony Joshua got as much popularity just about in America that Wilder has. Wilder should have more popularity than this. This man knocking out everybody from the beginning of his career to right now. And this man does not get promoted. Now, you can say what you want about Eddie Hearn. This man promotes the heck out of his fighters, man. He's always promoting Anthony Joshua. And since he signed Jacobs, I've never seen Jacobs this much promoted. And Jacobs been fighting for what? 7, 8 years? And I ain't never seen Danny Jacobs promoted like this ever. Ever. People can say what they want to say. But Eddie Hearn promotes his fighters. He's a great hype man. That's what a promoter is. A promoter is, he's the ringleader of the circus. He hypes the crowd before all the action starts. And Eddie Hearn does it very well. And he made a great point. He said a lot of these fighters are not promoted until they have a fight. That's very true. If I was a lot of these fighters, I wouldn't mind going with Eddie Hearn. I wouldn't mind going with Eddie Hearn in the least. This man will promote you till the cows come home. And he does a great job doing it. And who else did a great job at promoting in history? We all got to say Don King. Don King is the best promoter in history. Don King always promoted all his fighters. He constantly promoted Chavez. He constantly promoted Mike Tyson. Just promoted these guys till the wheels fell off. You need a great promoter. You just need a great... Because some people they're just not that magnetic. You know what I'm saying? Like Ali, you ain't have to promote Ali. Ali gonna promote himself. You know what I'm saying? You ain't got to promote guys of that ilk, because they're gonna promote themselves. Like Adrian Broner, he's already like a clown, so he gonna promote himself. But some people need that extra boost, that extra push. Danny Jacobs was never gonna promote himself in the way that Eddie Hearn is promoting him. Now Danny Jacobs' name is everywhere. Danny Jacobs' name is everywhere. And I'm pretty sure Danny Jacobs is happy with Eddie Hearn, because guess what? Eddie Hearn opens him up to another market, the UK market. He not only got the US market, Danny Jacobs got the UK market open up to him. So if there's no fights here, guess what? Eddie Hearn can set up him a fight in the UK. Keep him busy. Keep Danny Jacobs busy. So if this fight doesn't happen after Wilder offered this man to man $50 million, it's not because Eddie Hearn don't want the fight. It's because Joshua don't want the fight at this point. Because like I said, Joshua can go to Eddie Hearn and say, I don't need you for this fight. The money is already on the table. Eddie Hearn is going to go wherever Joshua goes, because that's the money man. The heavyweight champion of the world is usually the money man. Well, that's how it used to be. It's becoming that again, but the heavyweight champion in the world is the money man. Period. So we'll see what comes out of it. I hope the fight happen. I hope it happened this year, man. No later than early next year, but it should happen this year. It should happen in September. This fight should happen in September, man, because what's this? April, May, June, July, August. What, 5 months of promotion? It's already been promoted. People have been promoting it for the duration of the year. Since the end of last year, and certainly all of this year, so many videos about Anthony Joshua and Wilder. It's so many videos out there. It's already been promoted. This fight is already promoted, man. It's already ready to go. They just need to have a press conference and say the fight is going to happen on this day. We got this venue, and then everybody can go to their corners and pick whoever they're going to pick to win the fight. I got Wilder winning the fight. It's going to be a tough fight, but I got Wilder winning the fight. It's a close fight. It's a 50-50 fight straight down the middle, but I got Wilder. But, you know what I'm saying? Let me know what y'all think, man. Subscribe to the channel so we can have some good dialogue. I'm going to go live later. And, some people can come in. We can have a good debate, good dialogue on some boxing or whatever. I talk about boxing, basketball. I talk about football. Try to talk about different sports other than boxing now, to open up my, my dialogue to other sports I like. But, you know what I'm saying? I'm out. Let me know what y'all think about this situation.